This return and sender and what God about to do to these people next, about to have every single last one of your enemies that came up against you in a chokehold. A lot of people think that God is a joke. They think because we talk about forgiveness in these churches, come as you are, repent for your sins. He is a forgiving God. He is an understanding God. They don't understand that what he don't understand is when you sit up here and you purposely and you intentionally come after his own, after he's forewarned you, because of what they've done to you, because of what they wanted for you, because of how they thought no one loved you, no one liked you. And let me tell you something, I'm a level set with you. That may be true. But see, I had a girl ask me one time, I'm going to just say this. I had a girl ask me one time when I was living in the shelter. She was trying to be funny because, like I said, when little kids, and that's what I refer to them as. I don't care if you're 25, you're 28, or you're older than me. When a little child or a grown woman that acts like a little child gives other people ammunition based off how they joke you, how they laugh at what other people are saying about you. I had people make little jokes in subliminals, right? The staff members would come and say, "Oh, Victoria, I like your hair," but would say it, I can't see their face, so they could be smirking, they could be whatever. Um, I had one of the girls ask me, because see, they had to move me out of one of the houses because I was about to, I'm telling you, they knew. See, it's but so much, and I said that very loud. I said it very loud because I had that girl taking pictures of me when I was sleeping in the bed with my son because she was getting caught up for sleeping with her baby. I had my wallets and my food and shit coming up missing, right? And I screamed loud, boy. I said, I don't give a fuck if I have to burn this whole damn house down. And I'm saying this because, see, people think because you talk about God that you won't get rowdy with people. You try not to lose your favor, is what it is. You try not to lose your grace. You try to have mercy upon these people because you know how God created you in his image. And it's not acting in his image when you sit up here and try to get those who got you. When you sit up here and you stoop down to those people's levels who sit up here and don't think nothing of you, because people don't like you, that you still don't have human rights to be treated as a human being. That shit was uncalled for, and I'm calling that shit out. I may not call out the name of the shelter, but them hoes know because I guarantee you they still keeping and clocking my moves. Like I said, I was in there and they had to switch me and move houses. Before I switched the house, I said it's but so much a person can take before they break. Every single last one that was saying jokes and shit, everybody get quiet when I come up in the kitchen area. Everybody want to hold their head down. I don't understand. If I'm somebody that you can take and you feel like I'm somebody that you can try, test me. Give me a chance to prove to you that I ain't fucking off. Don't sit up here and be saying stuff behind my back, going around doing this and doing this because you think because I come in and I be meek, because I come in and I be humble, I'm on my last leg. I get kicked out of here, me and my son would have been on the street, literally on the street. You understand me? So they took my kindness for weakness and understand I was in survival mode. But if you put your hands on me, you giving me ammunition. Now at this point, whatever the hell happened to you, I could claim self-defense. Nobody wanted to give that to me. See, that's what it is. People always want to act like they about it, but they ain't really about it. And I never went out my way to show and prove like I was about something that I wasn't raised to be about. My mom didn't raise me to be no fighter. She didn't raise me to be no argumentative person, no drama queen. I always treat people with respect. I shouldn't have to get up out my character in order for you to understand that I can't get rowdy. And I feel like that's what these people, you know, this is the type of time that these people was on. But I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say it. When they move houses, they was trying to keep the girl. The girl didn't even want to come back in the room. It was a whole thing. But all these women want to sit up here and say stuff behind my back. But then they was coming at me like, "Oh, Victoria, you can't be saying stuff like that. You can't be tapping people when they in their sleep. Why not? If you sleeping in the same room as me, and you think you finna be going behind my back after coming to me complaining that they drinking your Capri Suns and doing all this stuff, but you coming to me want to cry wolf. Either that shit really happened, or you felt like you had to go against me and not like me and be a bully against me and join them other people in order to survive where you was at. I would never be that type of person. I would never bend over and let you me raw. I would never be the type to conform, to flip because I want people to like me. Bitch, you don't like me, go your ass over there with the other group of people and family members and exes of people that don't like me. It's very much so simple. You ain't stopping nothing in my life. You ain't holding me back. You ain't making me feel no type of way. You just showing me who you are. You showing me more and more the kind of world that we live in and how I need to get more and more reclusive into myself. You feel me? Okay. So by this time, they don't talk to me about what not to do. Don't touch her because she pregnant. This and I said, you really think I'm finna stoop down low? But she was trying me, boy. Run around the corner when I'm going to go get my medicine. The lady who supposed to administer the medicine to me, she said, calm down, doing that shit in front of the other girls, and they laughing and snickering and shit. She run around the damn corner, so I come around the fucking corner. She hold her head down, snickering. I don't know if she was laughing at my baby or laughing at the fact. I'm telling you, when I tell you they dropped the ball, they dropped the fucking ball. So when I snapped, I told them, I said, look, non-profit or no non-profit, Catholic or no Catholic, it's only so much that a person can take before I fucking break. I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind. So I guess they started telling people to keep their distance. If they gonna do whatever the fuck they gonna do, don't do it in my damn face. Go your ass around the corner or do something. You know what I'm saying? So this was before they moved me to the other house. Because I was getting into it. Got around that house. Got into it with the girl over there. She thought she was gonna chump me and come up behind me because the doors were slamming. Telling me, so my son's sleeping. I snapped. Don't you come up to me and you don't know what the fuck I'm going through. I don't want to be here just like you don't want me here. It was a way to do things. If the door slammed and your baby didn't wake up, you shouldn't have approached me. Because I didn't have no control over them doors slamming and shut like that. But I say that to say, to get to the fast forward. One of the girls, I guess she was the last one that was trying to be amicable with me while I was there. And she ended up flipping because she was saying, oh, I don't like when people pick up my kid and play with him and stuff like that. But it was cool for you to bust in on the bathroom when you clearly heard the shower running, but you told me something, I ain't know nobody was in here. You bust in on me when I'm taking a shower. Plenty of stupid stuff was happening while I was in there. She busts in when I'm doing interviews, asking me, holding up a bottle, talking about something. Is this milk? I swear before God, I can't make this up, bro. So I thought it was up. I thought, you know what I'm saying? You could just bust in my room, right? You wanted to talk or whatever. She sit up here and she asked me some question. Now, in my spirit, I keep telling you, I can feel where people coming from. That's why I say when people think they pulling the wool over my eye, you really not. I'm finna let you go out there and do what you feel like you big and bad enough to do. I don't care if you call yourself a friend of mine, family member, whatever. When you think you're gonna come around me, look like this, rushing people off the phone, and you think nothing finna be dropped in my spirit that you was possibly saying something jaded behind my back about my situation or about my character or who you thought I was or what you thought I went through, you're wrong, because I can feel it and pick it up. So she asked me a question. She was like, how many friends have you ever had in your life? Literally like that. Baby, let me tell you something. Friends, you mean hoes. Plenty of them. Plenty of them I was rolling with. Two-timing, fake-ass hoes. Oh, plenty of them I done had. Friends, you got me on that. You got me on that. Oh, but hold on, do you? God, my friend. My baby, my friend. You feel me? Friend. I'm talking about on whom I can depend. Who I never have to worry about. I mean, when I say not one damn bad thing behind my back, not one thing behind my back. Around your kids, around your significant other, nothing. Don't be spreading my business. Friends, you got me on that. You take the cake on that. But it's the mere fact that she asked me that. Like, she was trying to insinuate, don't come at me. Not try, she did. Like, did anybody ever like you in your life? Bitch, did anybody ever like you in your life? Did you ever have foes and adversaries, bitch? Did you ever have people who was envious and jealous of you? I don't know. Let me know. Because some people got it worse than others. I don't care that you grew up in an orphanage. I was in a foster care too. What's up? What's up? I got told at a young age I wasn't going to be shit because my mama wasn't shit. I was a child. She telling me that. Giving me damn NyQuil every night. That shit could have killed me. Talking about something because I was too rowdy. I wasn't going to sleep. I went through stuff too. Let's talk about it. Getting touched. Feeling shit I shouldn't have felt as a kid, as a child. I ain't got to lie. Mama took me to the doctor. They saw. I ain't got to lie. I just didn't want to deal with it no more. I told her, Mom, I just want to go home. I don't want to deal with it. You understand me? I don't want to deal with it. And she respected my wishes because I had already been through enough. You don't know me. Don't know what I've been through. So when you think you finna come up on it and run up on it and make me feel some type of way, I done been through it already. I know what envy and jealousy look like. I done been through it already all my life. I know what opposition, being chosen over being rejected, I know what that shit feels like. I've been going through it all my life. I say this to say, when people think they clocking you, people think they making you feel some type of way, they don't understand the mark that's on you. And this mark, from the day that you was born, you can perceive it as a blessing or as a curse. Because there was other people who knew that you had that mark. And I keep telling you, people can smell it. They know what you about. They sense it on you that you're not them. If they're dark and they're any kind of a demonic or low vibrational, you understand what I'm saying? If they're any kind of a person that's got that Jezebel spirit, they're very sexual, look very good, can make you feel good too, they got it. When it comes to using what they got to get what they want, they got that. That doesn't take away from who you are. You are different. I want to go back to that movie. It's called A Wrinkle in Time. Y'all know this girl came within 2 different versions of herself. One version was offering her, oh, I could make you look good. I can make you be like this. I can make you be popular. Another one was telling her to embrace her true self, that there was nothing wrong with her. These people tried to make you feel like something was wrong with you, and I'm telling you about to get the last laugh. Because this next level and next phase of what God about to do, and this return to sender finna have these people in a damn chokehold, and you finna get the last laugh. And when I say chokehold, I want you to go and think back over your life on when you was brought to the brink of destruction. You was brought down to your breaking point. There was nothing more that could be done, that could be said to go against you, because the next time somebody would have breathed wrong, you would have fucking snapped. And in that moment, you probably would have lost your foundation. You would have lost your kids. You would have lost your mind. You would have been somewhere in the mental house or in the jailhouse or in the po house. Take your pick. Pick your poison. All of these people were demonic forces orchestrated and aligned on your path to test you. So when you thought God was delaying you and punishing you, it was really a test because of what you was going to go through in this next phase, in this next cycle. He had to prepare you, baby, because it ain't going to get no better. It's just going to get worse. But he's also going to up the ante, up your forces, up your protection. But you got to do your part here in the physical, baby. When I say protect your energy like your damn life depending on it, you best think about that shit. Every time you think you finna have sympathy, empathy for somebody, you best think about, did anybody have sympathy, empathy when you was in the chokehold, when stuff was so tight? You had to pick and choose which bill you was going down pay. You had to pick and choose what and which kid you was gonna do for. Oh, who that's for? Couldn't do for them all. Who you was gonna send off to college if you was gonna finish college? They didn't care about you. They didn't care about what dreams and aspirations you had. Something is weird about this envy and this jealousy, and it's weird because it's spiritual. Ain't nothing wrong with you for you to deserve it. Can't nobody sit back and say you deserve for them to be all the time grouping up just to literally talk and mock you and don't even know what the fuck you was going through. You was facing restrictions. It didn't matter how hard you pushed, how hard you did something. It was a phase you had to go through. You was restricted. And that's just period. But now as God is lifting the veil and he's breaking the yoke and he's clearing out these illusions and these demonic forces and warfare and cycles and spells and curses that people wanted for you, now people know what's coming unto them. Don't you think for 1 second that auntie and cuz, ex-baby daddy, baby mama, mama daddy, uncles don't know what is coming down the pipeline for them. They got in bed with the wrong people. People wanted to jump on this smear campaign and this hate train before fact checking all the other transgressions that you had went through and shortcomings up in your life. They wanted to paint this picture of you. No one cared if you was going to pull through it or not. No one saw you but God. No one saw you but God. It was no one trying to be your voice of reason but God. Don't beat them. Don't put your hands on them. Don't pull for that knife. Don't go get no gun. Don't sit up here and do to their kids what they was doing to you. Don't sit up here and attack them. Just return the sender and keep it pushing. Don't wish death upon them. Don't let it come out your mouth. I didn't raise you like that. How many of y'all had parents that said that? I didn't raise you like that. When you step outside this door, when you step foot out this house, you are a representation not just of yourself, but of us. How many of y'all been told that? How many of y'all been told, you know, or wherever you did the mess at, your ass got slapped in the mouth for it right then and there? That was tough love. Tough love. That tough love is what made you be tough today. That tough love is that was your foundation to lean back on. The word was your foundation to lean back on. It gave you strength. It gave you comfort knowing that God is a keeper of his promises, but also he's also a keeper of the wrongs that was done against you. And he has to make this right. And in making this right, it's not just ensuring. And when I say ensuring, I mean when he stepped down, it ain't finna be a damn devil, a cycle, a phase, a piece of spell work in sight that's going to stop you from getting to where you need to be. You got people who's vouching for you. You got your people on the other side that's pleading with God to make this shit right, what was done to you. They're tired of you being always gone up against. Somebody always got a bone to pick with you. You don't fuck with nobody. You don't mess with nobody. You don't bother nobody. You don't talk about nobody. So why are these people feeling like you are somebody that they have to keep constantly having your name in their mouth? And when they do it, baby, I'm telling you, they do it to tear your ass down. They do it to embarrass you around other people. Don't you think for not one damn second, if they doing that, something about you. Because let me tell you something, I ain't never been the type to sit up here and want to take low blows against somebody when they not around, because that makes me feel better as a woman or a man, because I'm not looking like them, I'm not being treated like them. Let me tell you something, people that feel like they were so high and mighty that they could never go through what you went through, they would never be treated the way you was treated, they could never go through what you was going through, about to start going through it, and it's about to start having their ass in a chokehold, so much in effect where don't be surprised when a strange family member stop popping up out the woodworks talking about something. I never thought it would go this far. I'm sorry. I ain't mean it. I didn't know you was going through all of that. I ain't mean to talk about you. You. Please, man, please. Some people ain't finna try because they know you don't want to hear that shit. You done been down. And no one got you up out of it. When you begged, when you screamed, you was uneasy. You didn't want to be there. But it wasn't nothing that you was not used to, because you had been through it before. You've been in strange places before. You've been in the unknown before, not knowing when you was going to get out until God pulled you out and let you see the daylight again. Well, now he's blessing you to see the daylight again. He's giving you another chance at life anew. Don't mess it up. But I already know the people who I'm talking to. I ain't even got to tell you not to mess it up. You didn't mess it up before. You was ganged up against. You had a gang and a group of damn bullies who didn't want it to be you. You made these people look bad. That's period, point blank. All of what you was achieving because they was sitting up here doing this too damn much, instead of trying to put their hands to work, put their mouth to good use to make something of themselves. They rather sit back and thought you wasn't going to be shit because they kept saying that you wasn't shit. They kept going out here telling people what you was going out here doing when you was fast, when you was this. But nobody wanted to tell their damn business. So let me tell you something what these people did. When they got ahead of you and they was talking all this mess about you, it made you look a certain type of way. But they thought you was only going to reach a certain level in life. So it wasn't going to make them look bad for what they were saying about you. It was just going to further validate that you was a messy person, or that something was unhinged or unhealed about you, right? When you broke the mold and God helped you do that, and took you to where you were supposed to be, God helped you do that. Open up doors that was once closed up in your face, God helped you do that. Allowed you to get interviews and be qualified for certain positions that you never thought you would be qualified for. God did that. God helped you do that. Got approved for certain places, was able to move, was able to do and freely move how you wanted to move. God helped you do that. When all this stuff started happening, and you'll never understand what I'm saying, and you'll never think that what I'm telling you is the God honest truth. But these people about to be exposed. A part of having and being in the chokehold is the truth being exposed about how retarded and down low can you be to come after somebody because they was making you look bad, because of all the things that they was putting their hands towards, all the things that they was using their mouth, using their brain to work towards and build for themselves. And when it got traction, when it caught, and when it was being successful, All these hoes and these bullies thought that you should not be there because you was making them what? Look bad. When they went running their mouth, they ran it to anybody who would listen. And people listen. Still to this day, if there isn't one person that puts these people in their place, these people swear that every room and every meeting that they get called to have and get summoned to, that is to talk shit about you. Until they read the room and realize everybody ain't down for that. And everybody ain't low vibrational to the point where they always want to talk mess about somebody who they don't even barely know. And if they do know, it's because of this jaded stuff that people were saying of people who did know you. Again, misleading people, misleading folk. Turning folk against you. Not having not one good damn thing to say about you. Like you so bad. But if God took human form and went over everything that these people did against you as opposed to what you did to them. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, the imbalance. The imbalance. While you was off somewhere trying to mind your business, they was too busy having people bring them bones about you, minding your damn business, talking about it. I heard you was around here with this. I heard you was out here bumping this and sucking this. I'm just only telling you what I heard. Went around talking about it. So let all of them group up together and talk mess about you, because when they did it, they never thought that you would be where you are. They never thought that when these texts came about, that they would have to overexert themselves just to put you up in a bind and put you in a chokehold. When they did that, and I keep telling you, go back to 2023 when I told you I had somebody call me from Punta Cana. The lady, as soon as I pick up the phone, I hung up the phone. I said, what the hell is this? She called the next day from the same number. God told me don't answer that. She ain't finished the curse. Whoever was going out there trying to curse, going out there because you was reaching certain heights of your life, you was making them look bad. You was making them look bad. That's what this is about. You made them look bad. The same hoe, the same dirty skank, ugly ass hoe, skank ass hoe, all this kind of stuff. I ain't trying to talk to you. All this stuff, you know the stuff they were saying. Dirty nigga, jailhouse bird, whatever they was saying, you smart in them books, but you dumb in the streets. You ain't got no damn common sense. No one wants to listen to you. Probably this and that, and all this and this and that. When God was finished taking you the where you needed to be and where he intended for you to be and where you're supposed to go, when you started reaching there and started taking certain steps towards stepping into that, you made them look bad. Because it was things that you was doing that they had never done in their 30, 40, 50 some years of life. And in the midst of talking about all this about you and doing all these things against you, good morning, nowhere in that did they ever think to get their life together. Because they never thought you would get to where you was supposed to be. They never thought you had that in you to do that, to think of that, to put these plans together, to put these businesses together. They never thought nobody would like you. I don't know what the hell is wrong. Why people swear up and down, they think because you a square, you lame, you ain't step off the porch, that when you do something that's innovative and creative, that's relatable, that people ain't gonna take to it. They think that every person is a dark witch, warlock, low vibrational ass hoe and slut like them. That's just gonna sit up here and group up and gang up and just keep talking about people and not liking them because they don't like them. And the only reason why they don't like you is because you make them look bad. The fuck? Only reason why they don't like you is because you out here doing things and got the favor and anointing of God around you, and they know that they don't. Because if they was in your shoes to go through what you was going through, they wouldn't have survived it and thought to get through certain situations the way that you did. So the favor, the protection, and anointing is on you, is on your life. That is your calling, that is your purpose. All you did was step towards it. You didn't have to, nobody made you. But yet they wanted to stop you because you was what? You was growing too fast. You was gaining too much traction, getting too much love, admiration. They didn't want that for you because they went out here and talked so much shit. They talked their shit, pat their chest, and they just thought you needed to be down and you needed to be out bad so they could once go back and keep up this charade of you ain't shit, he. Look at this. Look, you gonna, you don't understand. You are these people's muse. You are their award, their achievement. You see how long I've been going up against them? You know how long I've been talking shit about them? They ain't shit, but they only doing that because it's almost like somebody groping and hanging on to Beyonce. Beyonce overrated. But the only reason why you saying that, you get some type of notoriety, right, for talking mess about her, because she's the one that's in star status. She's the one, I'm saying something. She's the one that's on a certain level and platform that you don't have. You would never be on her level, and this you know. So what you try to do? You try to always take out the rookies. You try to take out people in their humble beginnings. You try to shoot people down so they don't get to where they need to be, because you think you're going to crush them mentally, crush them spiritually, and crush them physically. But God. That's the only reason why people do it. You got something going for yourself. So to talk shit about you, it makes them feel good. It makes them look good. Because otherwise, why else are they doing it instead of focusing on their own damn life? That's the real question right there. You so bad, let you be bad. You so down and out and fugazi and crazy and dirty and slimy and not lovable and don't know what you're saying, and let you be that. Why stop your own life trying to stop somebody else's life? Why take time out your day to talk mess about somebody else who has the favor and the calling and the anointing and the protection of God? They know they don't. They know their time is coming. They know that their time is near, and they know it's going to be grave. Because let me tell you something. They did entirely too much just so they could just sit back up in their corner. I'm telling you, people was waiting on the days so they could get back, put the whole game together, get the movie on, pop the popcorn, and talk and laugh and shit about you. That's so weird, and it's so pathetic, bro. And people need to start waking up on who these people are, whoever they are, and disassociate from them. Because that's so low. It's so at the bottom and beneath. You know what I'm saying? To do something like that when you don't have to. By somebody who's going out there and getting theirs. And the only way that you feel that you could feel good about yourself is to knock them down so they could put the whole game together and go back talking shit about you. Because before, when you was up, they couldn't talk shit. It made them look bad. So they had to, we got to do spell work. We got to gang up together. We got to speak word curses over their life. We got to bind up their finances. We got to bind up their career. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. Because if we don't do it, they're going to go off and they're going to do what? Have a prosperous life? Have a successful career? Have peace and happiness in their life? They seen something. And whatever the hell they saw, they've been fighting you nail and tooth so that you don't get to it. No one does that if you're all the things that they been grouping up and laughing and saying about you. So clearly somebody was intimidated. Clearly somebody knew the truth. But they didn't want the truth to be revealed. They didn't want their selves and who they truly are to be unmasked. They didn't want the veil to be lifted. You got to understand something. I keep telling you in my other videos. No one goes as hard if you're all the things that they was laughing up, ganging up, and talking about and saying that you were. You're not who people say you are. And I keep telling you, if they had to do this just to talk shit, it's because they knew deep down inside, deep down, while they was teaming up and laughing and talking shit about you every other day, getting the old gang together. Some of them was doing it in front of their significant others. These men know how nasty and skank your damn family is. These niggas know. Nobody knew how to come and tell you. Thought that shit would hurt you. I'm telling you, man, what is on you, people see on you. The right people with their head screwed on right sees it. The wrong people try to sit up here and dim it and take it away from you so that nobody would see. Only reason why they do that is because you make them look bad. You make them look bad by standing in your power. You make them look bad by being created in God's image, which makes you abundant, which makes you fruitful, which makes you a hard worker, which makes your works pan off and be well and successful for you. Things that they know they will never be able to create, and if they create it, will never get the level of traction and success that you have. They do these things and they take these low blows because deep down inside, and I'm telling you what's gonna happen. And I'm telling you what they feel, even though they'll never tell people that. Why would somebody come out after being so evil to you and say, it's because I really admire you. I really wanted to be better than you. You inspired me because I knew I was one of your enemies. I knew I was one of your foes and adversaries. So I know the level of blockages and opposition that I caused to be in your way, in your path. And I'm surprised and to my dismay, you just kept overcoming. You bigger and better every time. The slander couldn't hurt you. It couldn't stop you. The heartbreak couldn't hurt you. It couldn't stop you. You wearing their ass out. They don't know what more to do. But you're not going to lose the favor of God trying to sit up here and appease man, because it's not worth it. Look at how they treated you. Look how mankind treated you. Did they treat you fair? Did they care? Did they want to know the truth? Did anybody just try to vouch for you and just let that be they want to? I guarantee you these husbands and these boyfriends, right? And these fiancés didn't stop these women. These wives, these girlfriends, and these fiancés didn't stop these men. They're not going to go against their own for somebody like you when they don't like you, but God do. And that's why I'm telling you, you finna get the last laugh. You finna get the last laugh. You finna get the last laugh. You finna get the last say so. You understand me? Because this return is sending what God about to do next up in your life. Finna have your enemies in a chokehold. You're not who people say you are. I don't care if they called you everything but a child of God. They only did it because you made them look bad. You intimidated the hell out of them. They was envious and they was jealous of your creativity. They was envious and jealous of your innovation. They was envious and jealous of your level of intellect. These are people who play, but you really is. I don't care how you talk. You can mesh in with any crowd, with any category, on any level. That's unheard of for somebody like you. And that's why you have to move the way that you move. So if you got to be more reclusive and not give a damn about who's rocking with you, who's on the left, who's on the right, who's in the front, and who's behind, because at the end of the day, you know that God surrounds you and he's all around you, and his heavenly angels is protecting you and guiding you on where you need to be. Look at where you are today. Look how many cycles and battles you done been battling this shit. Upheavals, delays. And you keep coming through. You keep persevering. Keep doing that. Because the favor is all around you. You ain't lost it. And you're not going to be put in a position where you do lose it. People think because you believe in God, because you talk about him, that you can't lose your cool. It's only been God that's been keeping you from doing what you really wanted to do to these people. I'm telling you something I know. Because they going to mess around, and when they get around the right one ain't going to give a fuck if they go back to jail. They love it in there. The right one ain't going to give a damn if they sit up here and they put somebody 6 feet on there, or they themselves get 6 feet. Some people ain't afraid to die. They done been through enough. So you got to watch who you try. You got to watch who you try. And see, even when I was in that shelter and I was getting ready to take one of my walks, because they started, after I said what I said, it was like, okay, let's start letting Victoria just get a walk, clear her head. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm getting ready to go take my walk, one of the staff members was in there, and they lucky I don't call no names and I don't say the name of this damn shelter, but people who watch it know what the hell they did and they know what they said. Oh, don't get your ass beat. I stood right there to see if she was going to come out from the office, because I was in the house. I was at the door, right? Waiting to see if she was going to come out her office, and said, she's screaming it from the office to where I'm at the door. Don't get your ass beat. Just be careful. I said, never that. She said, oh, you just never know. I said, never that. She still didn't come out the office and then got quiet. I stood right there still to see, like, what the... I could have had her job. God say, pick and choose your battles. When that girl asked me the question, when all them girls sitting up here doing what they was doing, had to try me, trying to see how far they would go, and then miraculously my wallet came back up. They stopped eating my damn food. They started enforcing the rules. Come on, man. I'm not the type. I shouldn't have to sit up here and get up out my element and damn near lose my life, or put myself in a situation where somebody got to bail me out because I done snapped. You think it's not in somebody. It's in the best of us. It's in the most quiet of us. That's why before I lose my cool and I lose my position and you hoes trick me out my spot, I would gladly pick up, bow out gracefully, and I'm going to walk away. And I'm not even saying I'm finna hurt you. Before I do anything, because you never know how a person could hurt. You never know. You just don't know. You just don't know. It's always those ones who think that they know, and then they sit around here and you be seeing these people end up dead, crimes of passion, the people who snap and they just start killing random people. These were the people who was the quietest ones. Everybody got their breaking point. I don't understand why you think that you could take somebody because you feel like you taller, you feel like you better, you feel like you got, what, more game? You feel like you been a street fighter, you feel like you been about that life? You ain't been about nothing. Till you done seen the hand of God work in somebody's life and protect them in such a way where it didn't matter how many fights they got in, how many battles, how many fires they had to walk through, they came out every time unscathed. And if for every time that you came out, your success, your intellect, your wisdom, your strength was unparalleled, it was unmatched. They don't know who the hell you are. and what you about and who's around you and who's for you. These are people who don't believe in God, and for the ones who do, they know that's why they're backing up, and they know what's coming their way. People thought that this was something that they should have done because they never thought they would have to answer for it. You answer for it in so many ways, even if you don't answer for it in the physical. When people's kids start getting, when they life and their health, their whole generation and bloodline that they've cursed for coming up against you, that's when people start seeing. God ain't the type of person that you mess with because you think that he ain't capable, because you think his children is weak and frail and incapable. Because then that's when he got to show you. Understand something. I want you to understand something. He's taken out kids before. I don't know what people think. They need to go back and read the Bible. He's taken out a whole world of people, slew of people, and saved a few. Go read your stories. Go read up on it. When he takes you out, and I feel like that's why he's waited so long trying to spare these people, and he almost sparing them. Because he's showing them, they showing him that they're not going to stop and trying to spare you until they take you out or until you stop doing what you're called to do. You're called to do this. You didn't ask for this. You didn't pound for this. For damn sure, if you knew you was going to go through all this, you would have signed up for it and said, okay, I'll do it. That's why your protection is on a whole nother level of other people. That's why your anointing, your calling, your blessings, after you endure the attack that you didn't deserve, the blessings and the rewards that you reap is on a whole nother level. Because you endured something, you've been enduring something that shouldn't have been your life. But I feel like no one could have done this other than you, because you show the power of God. You show people that he truly exists, because people knew that you was public enemy number one to a whole lot of people throughout your life. So to answer that girl question, no, I ain't never had no friends. But I had a whole lot of plethora, a lot of damn foes and adversaries and enemies in my life. Did I ask for it? Did I pound for it? Did I make them do what they wanted to do to me? I came nice. I came with love. I came being generous with my resources, almost to the point where I fell down several times and got back up. Had to pull myself up out the trenches. Had to pull myself up out of debt. Trying to hold it together. After being there for people. After being friends to people. Being around their mothers, their fathers. They talk shit around me to their mother. Y'all don't know. You don't know till you done been in somebody's shoes. When somebody don't like you, when somebody wants what you got and want to be better than you because they talk so much shit about you, they will go the distance, they will go the mile. To screw on who you screw on. But talk about how they did it better. I don't think you understand who these hoes are, man. When they get them, they got to do it better. They got to do it all what you didn't do, and they know it because what? You was once their damn friend. You told them all your damn business, so they knew how to be better. Because they knew all what you didn't know how to do, what didn't go right. Oh, when we stop them and trick them about their spot, then we can assume the position, and we'll do it better. Tried to keep you from something. Tried to block you off from even being able to take care of yourself. And because they felt like they needed to do it and they carried it out, all these people, even the people who understand that sitting up here and doing this to you was wrong. I don't care if they switch their step, if they switch their moves, if they change their roles, if they change their perspective of you. It doesn't take away from what they did to you, because the damage and the destruction was already caused and done. Now, however God see fit to make this right, and bring judgment upon these people, they don't have nobody to blame but themselves. Let's see if they still sit around with the old damn gang sitting around when they ass is being handed to them and talking mess about you as if they finna have time, as if they finna have the credibility and the status that they used to have when they were sitting here talking shit about you. Everybody know what you been through. Everybody know what you about. And your ass still pushing. And they know ain't nobody ever liked you. They know you done went through some shit in your life. They know that you was around karmic people around your damn life. Negative people, low vibrational people. But yet you here. You ain't never been liked, but you've always been loved by God. And until next time, I want you to stay prayed up and be blessed and understand that you are not who these people say you are. What God is about to do in your life is going to be miraculous. You're going to be grateful. You're going to understand why you went through what you went through, why you went through those cycles, why he didn't get you out when you begged him to, like he did before. Something was going on. And even though God's power supersedes that, right? God's power supersedes. I just seen a monarch butterfly. Y'all about to fly away from this stuff, man. God got to free it up. Whatever his reasons for why it took so long, you are moving forward now in your life. It ain't gonna be a thing that nobody gonna be able to do, say, pay to stop it. They had they time. That's what they wanted to do with it. They can't keep sitting around talking mess about you, laughing at you after causing destruction and chaos in your life, because they all what they want to do, they pride and joy. They claim the fame is sitting around and talking shit about you. But the only way to do it, they got to keep constantly bringing you down, either verbally, spiritually, or physically. That ain't the move. That's pathetic as hell. And the second that these people around them start seeing that, that's when they lose their credibility. That's when they pride shot. But they ain't give a damn about sitting up here keep coming against you. They not you. They never will be you. And you damn sure ain't trying to be like other people. You stay to yourself, you in your lane. So why people keep getting out their lane to come up in your lane to block your shit, stop your shit, talk shit about you? I don't know, but I know it's finna stop. I know it's finna come to an abrupt damn ending. It ain't finna be funny for people no more. They ain't finna be able to get the old gang together and a whole slew of people like they was before, because they put it all on Front Street now. Everything you went through that people thought you wasn't gonna get through, that they thought they was gonna have you somewhere laughing at you, you overcame it and you still rose. What can they say? They finna laugh about what you went through, what they made happen for you, but you out of it. And you finna strike back bigger and better through the grace and by the power of God. And whatever's about to happen to these people is finna put them in a chokehold.